Good morning, everyone. Michael Ware with the Iowa Firearms Coalition here. I've got a special guest today. Kayla Lyon, the director of the Iowa DNR, is with us. We have begun the rulemaking process for House File 716, but moreover, what we want to cover today is basically this rulemaking process in its entirety. It's been my experience that too few people actually understand that, and I think Iowans as a whole would benefit from a lesson or an outline, if you will, on what that process looks like, its timing, and just a general description, because we're asked to be participants out in the field, and this is part of it before we hit the field. So, Kayla, why don't you, pardon me, Director Lyon, why don't you go ahead and give us a skinny? We'd like to hear what the scoop is.
You can call me Kayla, Michael. That's fine.
Very kind. Thank you.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you letting me come out and visit with you about this today. As you and I have discussed, the rulemaking process is kind of not well known. And so I'm happy to clarify how that works. And so, as you know, we sent out a message asking for public comment. And that public comment will be used to draft a rule, and that's the beginning of the rulemaking process. So we haven't even started the beginning of the rulemaking process. So we will take the feedback that we receive from our stakeholders, and the next step, we will review it, and we will then draft a rule. From there, the rule will be presented at the Natural Resources Commission for initial approval, and if it's approved, it will head to the Administrative Rules Committee, which is a legislative committee. So you have commission oversight and you have legislative oversight. And so then it will be made official for public comment in 2021, and then a final rule will not be developed until all the public comments and feedback have been considered. So those rules, again, to the Natural Resources Commission, if they're approved, they'll go to the Administrative Rules Committee, and there will be opportunities for public comment at each of those junctures.
Okay.
Now, just to be clear, this isn't a quick process. In fact, usually it takes 6 months or so to go through the entire process. And that's just to give everybody ample opportunities to provide comment on the rule before it's finalized.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask, is in terms of timing.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right, and maybe you can help me with this, or maybe we'll have to search it and add it in the body of our post for this distribution. But aren't there windows of timing for each one of these things? 30 days for this, 40 for that, or how does that work?
There are certain time frames, and I can provide that for you. I don't know them all by heart, but yes, there are certain time frames that we need to fulfill. I know that there's been concerns about the timing of when we have asked for public comment to start the rulemaking process. And you know, I'm well aware that shotgun season starts this weekend, and we're excited about that. But the rule, or the House File 716 was signed into law this summer by the governor, and so we have 180 days that we need to, we have to file the rule or file notice of the rule within that time frame. So we needed to get the ball rolling. Plus, we wanted to have this conversation going in a time when people are thinking about the hunting season. People are thinking about what they're going to use. And so I believe that this is a very timely opportunity for us to start the conversation about what the rule could look like.
Nobody's going to argue that people are paying attention, that leading into the opener on Saturday morning, there's a lot of people who are looking. So, and I think there'll be people from out of state that come and hunt as well as Iowans. So I don't know if I don't know, does COVID or these kinds of things, are you anticipating a regular season, a larger season, a smaller turnout, or what are you seeing?
Well, based on license sales, we anticipate a little bit higher turnout. We've sold probably 20% more licenses for Shotgun 1, a little bit more for Shotgun 2. That was a couple weeks ago, so that may have gone up since then. But like many of our seasons, we've had a significant increase due to COVID. There's just less to do. And so we're excited about that. We're excited that people are taking the opportunity to go out and experience these things. And we hope that we can find a way to continue to engage these folks that are new, so they continue to go back out and enjoy hunting.
Well, I couldn't agree more. It seems like overall in the United States that there is a trend downward for people enjoying the outdoors, using the natural resources that are available. And it seems like it's a constant struggle to figure out engagement. And so as much as I despise what goes on surrounding pandemics, the fact of the matter is if we can make lemonade out of the lemons, we should be doing it. So I'm glad to see people go outside and use the resources. I truly am. I think it's fantastic.
That's right. We agree there.
Fair enough. Is there anything else in parting that you'd like for everybody to know? I mean, the floor is yours if you've got something else you want to tackle, or if there are anything else that's clarifying regarding the public comment periods and the rulemaking, by all means, get that in now.
Yeah, well, we're just excited to take in all of the comments, and we will give them significant consideration. We've received many comments, and that's what this process is all about, to make sure that people get their feedback in, so we are aligned with what the law says and what our stakeholders are asking. And so we look forward to this time frame when people can provide us the feedback, so we are tracking in the right direction.
Fair enough. In parting, what is it that you need? I mean, I do this a lot with people that I visit with because it's obvious that I'm coming to you for something, or I'm coming to you saying something. I like to be part of the solution, not the problem. So in that spirit, let me ask you, what is it you need from me personally? What is it you need from IFC as a whole and our membership?
Well, providing feedback is helpful, and we do appreciate that. And so we want to make sure that we keep the communication open, and I think we can learn from each other. I certainly am not an expert in all things firearms, and so I appreciate the open dialogue and the ability to learn from you folks. Fair
enough. That'll do it. I think that we've shed light on something that, admittedly, if you talk with most people in Iowa, they truly don't understand or even have a working knowledge of. So it's important that you hit those high points so that people can kind of grasp this process, because it's little known. I think that's all we really need today. Hope everybody has a safe hunt out there.
Yeah.
My kids aren't quite old enough to do this well, so we're going to push off for another year, maybe two. But I'm looking forward. I think my daughter's almost there. She's 11 now. It won't be long.
My kids aren't there yet either, but I cannot wait for the day where I can take them out with me. But they're going to have to learn to be a little more quiet. They're pretty chatty.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A quick story before I go. My son's favorite thing to do now is to take quarters in my truck and pop them down the heater vents as if it were some sort of slot machine or piggy bank. And I learned this, I didn't know that, by the way, but I learned this morning that there's a finite number of coins the average heater system will accept before it's
no.
Yeah, so he's not ready to hunt yet. But give him a little time. Anyway, that's it. I appreciate you coming on this morning, being gracious enough to take time out and do it. I know that you've got a lot to do, so get back to it. And if there are comments here in the video or from the section or from wherever it's posted on social media, I'm sure you'll be able to see those, and we'll be able to go from there. Thank you, everybody. Again, Director Lyon from the Iowa DNR, we appreciate having you on. Iowa Firearms Coalition says have a safe and fruitful hunt.
Thank you, Michael.
Bye.